everyone enjoying their meal on the birthday banquet and praising grandma and say, "A toast to the god of longevity," while the other one say, "Fortune is following, more than in the rivers." Suddenly someone opened the door loudly, then grandma reacted instantly and said, "How dare you barge in this manner?" Before she finished her words, the person on the door shouted, "Old mistress, someone has come to give you a gift." "Oh?" grandma said. "Who exactly is this person?" "Excuse me, Madam Sue. We have heard of your birthday. I would like to send you a congratulatory gift on behalf of the Han family." The gift list is as follows: a golden phoenix hair comb, an auspicious jade abacus, a golden phoenix hairpin, a pair of golden dragon and phoenix bracelets. While the gifts are being presented, the Zhou Su clan are very happy on generous gifts, while others said, "Han family? Could it be the Han Yanjing family? With such generous gifts, there's no way the Han Yanjing family can come back out of this situation." Then Han Sanqian thought about his family. The Han family, what a joke. To suddenly drive me out of the family and force me to the Zuosu family. And Yinxia thinking the family who's giving the gift for grandma. Han? Then the next gift was being presented. A set of golden bowls and chopstick. While Han Sanqian thought that, "It's been 3 years since I've joined the Su family, and now I'm here doing things in hopes of impressing this family." At this moment Yinxia curiously asked Sanqian, "Han Sanqian, are you?" Then Sanqian react like he doesn't know anything about on the gifts, and Yinxia said, "Forget it, it's impossible. Don't you think this is going overboard?" And finally, in cash, 8.88 million yuan. The Su family can't believe how generous the gift cash was. That's so much. What? Holy shit, it's a mountain of money. Meanwhile, grandma thought while staring on the gifts, "This amount is absurd. Is this payment to marry one of our daughters?" Then she said, "May I ask whose son of the Han family you are representing? Is it a bride price for a girl in our family? Since we are late, we are only responsible for delivering the gifts. Nothing else. Finally, we wish you the blessings of those above, and to live a life of longevity." While the Su family still amazed on the gifts, others said, "Wow, amazing. Whoever arranged these gifts is awe-inspiring. These gifts are so generous. Now we don't know the Blessed One really is. Maybe I have a chance too." At that time, Yinxia cousin, Su Yihan said, "Ah, of course they would choose the best and most beautiful, who else but me? What is there to guess? It's not my fault I am so beautiful." While the other's Su daughter angrily said, "No, it must be me who they got their eyes on. What you're saying is absurd." While the other relatives thought that their family's circumstances are also good. And this is their chance. Then Haichao said, "Haha, you will all have a chance. Except for the person who's been praised as the #1 beauty from the Cloud City. Marrying a piece of trash early, now you can only look at others being married off to successful people of importance." Then Yihan mockingly said, "Isn't it sad? However, I must thank you for marrying out early to make room for me. I really have to thank you. You have to admit it, right, Yinxia?" Haichao laughed and at another mocking word said, "Ahahahaha. Don't just thank Yinxia for making you look better. I also want to thank Han Sanqian, if it weren't for him coming here." In that words by Haichao, Yinxia can't hold it any longer. She suddenly stand up and slam her hand on the table and shouted saying, "You guys, don't take it too far." At that moment grandma interrupted Yinxia to say another words and said, "Quiet down, for God's sake. I will personally take care of these matters, and when it is determined for who is it for, I will give it to her." Han Sanqian seeing grandma's action, he thought, "Are you really going to interrupt my wife here without a single care in the world?" After hearing grandma's word, other relatives said, "Everyone, let's eat. Our mother is right. Let's eat. Here grandma, try this. Happy birthday grandma." After the banquet that night on Su Yingxia's home, her mother Zhang Lan said, "I shouldn't have gone today. I was really blind that day. Why did I marry you off to that trash?" The Su Guoyao, father of Yinxia, said, "Oh, my wife, please calm down." Zhang Lan, still angry, said, "You're so useless. Otherwise, how would Han Sanqian be let into our family? Today he offended the old lady again. If this continues, how will we even get a single bit of the inheritance? Have them divorce right now. Nothing good will come out of them staying married." Su Guoyao, afraid, to his wife said, "But, father told us that divorce was not an option. And wouldn't doing this make us the laughing stock of the entire city again?" Zhang Lan, still angry, said, Is it necessary to ruin our family for the sake of Su family? Our family status is so low, we have to do all of the dirty works. Yingxia has to run the construction site every day. While Han Sanqian sitting on the floor and hearing the nagging mother-in-law from the door on his back. Even if you don't want face. I still want it. What cat got your tongue? Say something. Then Yingxia said, Mom, Dad, stop arguing. I will not divorce him. Yingxia's mother Zhang Lan angrily asked her. Yingxia, have you gone crazy? Are you going to be with this lunatic forever? I'm not crazy, although he is not promising, at least he is hardworking. At that moment Han Sanqian, shocked on what he heard from Yingxia, who were still saying. In the past 3 years, what chore at home has he not done all by himself, in this life? I still look down on him for what he's done, but I have never once hated him. Then Yingxia started to walk towards to her room while saying. Not to mention, Grandma would not allow us to divorce. She sees that the face of the Su family is more important than us all. Yingxia. I'm sorry that you're going through this. Meanwhile Han Sanqian stand up and dial someone number to his phone to call. Instantly call get connected and he said. Hello, mother. About the thing that you sent someone to talk to me about. A few minutes later, Han Sanqian proceeded to their room at that moment when he was about to open the door. Yingxia almost finished changing her clothes when she noticed the door was opening and she said. Hey, what are you doing? Why didn't you knock before coming in? Then Sanqian walked closer to Yingxia, raising his hand to touch her face, while she's having a teary-eyed, and said. Do you want me to change? Her tears start to fall while she said. What do you think? Why don't you get it? You told me yesterday that only I can change you. Correct. Yingxia holds Sanqian's hand while on her face and said. Then, I really don't want to be looked down upon anymore. I want to live a life with dignity. Han Sanqian. I want all those who once looked down on me regret it. Do you understand? Alright. On the next day, Han Sanqian visited his mother and while seated on elegant chair said. Who would have thought that I, the youngest and most neglected son in the Han family, would come in handy one day? I did not, and neither did you. Mother. Sanqian, I am truly glad that you are willing to visit. Your grandmother said that I must take you back. Your father is critically ill and your brother is in prison. Now, only you can support the Han family. It's been 3 years. I've been wondering about why you suddenly remember me. Could it be that my worthless brother finally couldn't keep his act up anymore? Sanqian, I know what happened to you for the last 3 years was not fair. However, this is your grandmother's decision, and there's nothing I can do about it. To you, it's been unfair for 3 years. He's managed to easily deceive you all. Ever since my childhood, I've been doing all sorts of things to get your attention, but no matter how good my grades were, I still couldn't please you. Grandmother was afraid that I would take my brother's position as the family heir, so she cast me out from the family. If he had not gone to prison, would any of you even think about me? If it weren't for the fact that there is no heir to the Han family, would any of you even remember the person called Han Sanqian? She is not worthy of being my grandmother. Just like how you are, also not worthy of being my mother. It's not. But it's not like I can't help you. Really? Sanqian, are you really going to return? However, I have one condition. What is it?